digging for a dog here. Do you need
Well-
another pen? No, yeah.
We're ready when you're ready.
Okay. Alright. Good morning. This is the January meeting of the Allegheny County Industrial Development Agency. I'm going to ask everybody in the room and on the screen to just go around and tell us who you are so that we can, and the audience can tell who's in the room. So, my name is Judy Hopkins. I'm chair of the IDA.
Randy Shaler, Vice Chair of IDA.
Doug Franklin, the treasurer of the IDA.
Barb Benjamin, Operations Director, IDA.
Craig Clark, Executive Director of the IDA.
Melissa Pintator, Assistant Director, IDA.
John Ricky, IDA member.
And Rich, you're up.
Rich Ewell, IDA member.
Tim, let's go to you.
Tim Boyd, Allegheny County Deputy Administrator and guest. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. And Ed?
Yes, thank you. Ed Russell from Hodgson Russ, counsel to the IDA.
Thank you very much. Thank you all for being here. It's a beautiful day out there and nice to see some warm weather. So the first order of business is to approve the minutes of the December 11th meeting and the December 22nd. So we'll do the 11th first. Are there, we'll take a look at them and then we'll ask for an approval. This was a regular meeting. And we're looking for a motion to approve.
I'll move.
Thank you, John. Second.
Second.
Thank you, Randy. Are there any questions about the minutes? We want to thank Barb for the thoroughness, as always, of providing us a really accurate account of what went on at the meeting. If there are no questions, we'll take a vote on that. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Thank you, that is unanimous. Okay, there was a second meeting on December 22nd. We need to approve those minutes as well, so we'll make a motion to do that. Thank you, Doug.
I'll second.
Thank you, John. Okay. Any questions about that? If not, we will take a vote. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. That is unanimous as well. That's passed. And the next order of business actually is the executive session. Craig, do you want to do that now or?
Yeah, we can do it. It doesn't matter. We can do it now, yeah.
Okay. Okay, so we'll need a motion to go into executive session.
So moved.
Thank you, Randy. Second by Doug. Okay. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
And we are in executive session. executive session.
And we're green, we're out. We're good.
Okay, the next item on our agenda is the treasurer's report. The abstract expenses report first. Ready, we will need a motion to accept that. We'll accept that motion. Somebody wants to
I'll
make
make
it.
the
Doug,
motion.
thank you.
I'll second.
Thank you, John. And moved and seconded that we accept the abstract report. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Okay, the next one is the banking and financial summary. We'll need a motion on that one as well. Any questions about that one?
I'll make the motion to amend that as well.
Thank you, Doug. Need a second?
I'll
John?
second that.
John, thank you. I'll have to start kicking people
Yeah.
over the table. Okay, we just seconded that we accept the banking and financial summary. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Rich, are you voting on that?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, yeah.
He says yes.
Okay, and the last one are to approve the CDs and we're gonna.
Yeah, we have two CDs, one a 6-month, one a 12-month that we have right now. And they're up in January. We'd like to have an approval of the board to renew those two CDs.
Okay, need a motion.
So moved.
Thank you, Doug. Second,
Sorry.
thank you. Rick.
Second. I'll second that.
Okay, we'll let Rich do that.
And
I'll
Alright,
kick- I'll kick Randy
Alright.
every time we need one.
You do the user friendly.
And we also have some funds coming in from the LACAT one, and we'd like to have approval to put that into
Okay.
a 1-year CD. Whoops,
Oh,
did
do
you
you
vote
want it
yet?
in the same motion?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah,
I
let's
thought you
finish
voted.
that
Okay, I
motion.
thought you voted.
Okay, any discussion on that? No, okay, all in favor, please say aye to extend the two CDs. Aye.
Aye.
Okay, now.
And the next motion is we have some LACAT wind funds we'll be getting today, and we want to have a motion to put that funds into a 1-year CD.
I'll make a motion to do that.
Okay, thank you, Rich.
I'll second it.
Okay, thank you, Doug. Okay, any discussion about that?
I'd just like to add the late fee to that, put that in CD as well.
Yes.
Got that? Okay, all in favor, please say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Okay, thank you, that is passed. Okay, that takes care of the treasurer's report. On to the building maintenance report. All right, anything to report?
No, we have nothing to report. Everything's been going smoothly, heat's on, and everything's working, so the county's taking over a good, clean building.
Okay, great. Okay, action items. We have a resolution for a public hearing for the revision of the UTEP. Find that.
Yeah, we discussed the UTEP at the last meeting, but and Melissa put another copy of it attached with the markups we agreed to at the last meeting. And now we have to have a motion to we'll have to set a public hearing, and we'll have it here at Crossroads once we agree to have a public hearing. Last time we changed the UTEP, we had about 3 or 4 people that did show up, so.
The bulk of this, part of it was actually just some cleanup from things that should have happened in the last, was it July or so, the last UTEP update. So this first page, you can see section C, those both should have been already removed. And then there's a couple of sort of editorial changes just to make it cleaner. The bigger ones, were what Craig asked for last time, right? Just
Right.
the changes to the battery storage and Ed's proposed updates to the amounts for solar and wind. And those are in there.
Okay,
Can somebody go over the battery storage, or do we need a motion first before we discuss it? What do you want to do?
Yeah, let's put the motion on.
Yeah,
the
put a
table.
motion on the table, that's fine.
I'll motion we talk.
Okay,
Battery storage.
thank you, John. Second, Randy?
Second.
Okay, thank you. Go ahead. We don't have to vote on it yet.
Yeah.
No.
What's the question of the battery storage, Rich?
I just want to hear, you know, what, this is a change to the battery storage, correct? Isn't that what you said?
It's adding the battery storage. We did not have one in there that dealt with battery storage. We only had solar and wind in there.
Okay, so Ed, can you give us a rundown of the difference between, you know, the battery storage part of this and the, just the regular solar and wind that we're used to? Is there any difference at all?
Yes, one difference is this would allow you to just do battery storage versus having to do it in connection with providing solar benefits as well. So you could do a battery storage for a solar project, but not provide benefits, and or you provide benefits separately for a solar farm. Some places have actually done just storage. We've seen it more downstate, but so this would allow you to do just storage. And then the other difference is how to calculate the per megawatt charge. Battery storage, we looked around at what other municipalities have done, or what other IDAs have done locally, and spoke with Dan about what he's seen throughout the state. And so generally it's about 1,000 per megawatt, which is what we're putting here as kind of the base level for these type of projects, but they are lower than you would get for a typical solar project.
Okay, thanks.
And we're really kind of adding it in the fact that there's more than likely, Burns has already changed. They have energy storage law, and they've actually in the process of approving an energy storage project. Probably won't start to 2027. But we're kind of ahead of the game if we do that now.
And I think, Ed, you can speak to this, but I wanted to note that on the last page, those dates are incorrect. There should be TBD. The dates of the actual approved UTEP will be the date of the final.
Yeah, we don't know when the date's approved.
Right, that date's TBD based on when everything's approved. So I was the one I had put today. So that was my error, I'm sorry. So it's really TBD, that's a change to what we're approving today. When we have the public hearing and officially pass it, that date will be added.
Right.
Okay. So we have a motion on the table. And with that discussion, do we need to make any additions or changes to the motion? No? Okay. Okay, I think maybe we're ready to vote then. This is a roll call vote, I believe. Judy Hawkins is voting aye. Brady Shaler,
All right.
Rich Wool,
Aye.
Doug Frank,
Aye.
and John Ricky.
Aye.
Okay, that is unanimous, thank you. Okay. So the resolution for the financial assistance of Millennial Foods and SIO. Want to talk about that, Craig?
Yeah, we had a public hearing last night. It was fairly well attended. I know it was at least 17. Was it more?
21.
21, okay. Because
Wow.
I was number 16
That's a
signed
big
in.
public.
That's 1.5% of the population of SIO. Just for
Well,
fun.
The real issue, the reason, one, it was they wanted to be there to support the project, and it was very supportive. The other thing is it made the front page news in Hornell. I don't know if you saw that. So it actually,
Yeah, they picked it up and made a story out.
so it was on Facebook. I mean, so people knew about it besides the fact that it was posted the normal ways. So most all of them are very positive. They ask a lot of good questions of
Us and Javed.
Javed.
Yeah.
And basically, there was, the only negative, it wasn't even negative, they were just asking questions on how the pilot works. Nobody really got up and said, that's not what we want. They really want somebody in that building so it doesn't go decrepit and having jobs. They understood all that. So it was a good discussion. Right, Melissa?
No, it was great, and the people in the audience actually happily helped respond to people's questions about why don't they pay taxes for the first 5 years. And they said, well, the literal audience, if you watch back, said, they bring jobs, they bring money to the community, they bring this, we'll take it. We want that building full, we want it operating, and this sounds like a great business. And it was funny because at the end, one of the townspeople said, do you think you can donate some tasty products to the school, which is right down the street? He said, we'll be very good neighbors. It was great.
So it was a very good
It was a
crowd.
very positive, very good crowd, yes.
Okay, and just refresh my memory, the building is which building?
It's the old hydromet plant, right next to Crosby's.
Oh, okay,
It's right there. in the
Right
middle
across
of
the dead
town.
The big intersection.
okay.
Yeah,
My geography's
Hydromet.
not that good. Okay.
It's been empty for about 5 years.
Okay, that's wonderful, good. Good things are happening.
Yes, Iowa people were very excited about it.
Okay, so we do have a resolution on that, and.
I have a few questions on that.
Oh, sure.
Sure.
Exhibit A, it's the second to last page on that pamphlet. It's got the 12, 13 boxes.
Oh,
right.
Yeah, number 2, I just want to clarify all this. It says 25 full-time equivalent jobs and 10 part-time jobs at the project within 1 year.
Oh, that's wrong. It's 5.
5 years.
You are right, that
Just
is wrong.
Thank you.
Yes, that should be 5 years.
And on number 4, 2.9 million within 2 years. It says private
Oh, it's
sector
not checked.
investment. That's not checked. It's private.
Should be checked. It's a private.
You're correct, it's private.
And on number 8, it's local labor construction. Project cost under 5 million. Company will utilize local labor if possible. It says no.
No, that's the
No.
note, it's a separate.
No,
note.
basically, it's not a requirement,
It's not
but they
required.
will do it.
Because they're under 5 million, it's not required, but the note is the company will utilize local labor in the,
Okay.
and it's a renovation.
And they've already-
Okay.
And they've already said they're gonna use local labor. I mean, they will,
Right,
they're
that's
not
what I
bringing
thought. I
people in. The no means that it's not a
It's not
requirement.
applicable, really.
It's fine.
Okay, that's all I had. Other than that,
Thank you for catching those.
make sure- educate me on that.
Okay. So we need to, I don't think we made a motion on that yet.
Nope.
Okay. I'm thinking that there's too much stuff.
She's taking notes, so.
Yeah, I'm looking at Barb, so she's the expert on where we are. Okay, so we need a motion on this one. And Craig, perhaps you could give the wording on the resolution, what it should be.
Well, the motion is basically approving resolution for Tasty Deluxe Foods, but for the benefits, basically now we're approving the benefits.
For sales tax exemption and pilot specifically, right?
Okay, who would like to make that motion?
I'll
John, thank you. Second by Doug. Thank you, Doug.
You know.
Voluntold, Doug, voluntold.
Yeah, Randy's holding out one.
Oh, okay. All right, anyway, I think we're ready to vote. Judy Hopkins votes aye. Randy Shaler.
Aye.
Rich Yule.
Aye.
Doug Frank.
Aye.
John Ricky.
Aye.
Thank you. Okay, that is unanimous. Moving on, the next one is the resolution extending the sales tax benefits for Indus and Willisville. And would you like to speak to that?
Yeah, this was basically prodded by Indus because they've finalized the microtel. They've obviously, the Taco Bell's been operational. The next phase is to do the Dunkin' Donut remodeling, and he's asking for just the sales tax benefit to basically be extended for time because he hasn't got that done yet.
Will that be done while the restaurant is open, or will they close down for a while?
I would guess he'll do it as best he can while it stays open. He doesn't want to lose the revenue.
Right. Okay, we need a resolution on that. Who would like to make that one? How about Rich? Rich, would you like to make a motion on that?
Yes.
Okay, thank
So-
you. Thank you. Second?
I'll second.
Thank you, John. Okay, moved and seconded, all in favor, please say, oh, I'm sorry, wait, this is another,
Voice.
at the right paper. I mean, it's a roll call, actually. Judy Hopkins votes aye. Randy Shaler.
Aye.
Rich Yule.
Aye.
Doug Frank.
Aye.
John Ricky.
Aye.
Okay, thank you, guys. Okay, next thing on our agenda is some updates on the ARC Power Grant.
I have nothing. I've tried to follow up with both Schumer's office and Langworth's office, but they have no knowledge of anything being approved to the ARC. It's just been slow because of all the federal government discussions, so there is nothing that's been approved at this stage. So haven't got denied, but we haven't been approved. Which is good news that we haven't got denied, but I was hoping we get approved by now.
Okay, we have some discussion about the Crossroad facility for the county.
The only thing is that it's been, as we closed on December 30th, so it's now owned by the county. And we have the last adjustments we'll be making sometime after we paid all our last bills for the operations in December. So we'll be doing that shortly.
Okay. Big stuff. Okay, how about the micro enterprise grant?
Well, we found out, we're finalized, we got our last request for payments into the CBDG to finalize all the payments to all the micro enterprise grantees. And they're still, they always come back and forth by Mike and the representative, so we should be getting the last few checks here the last 2-3 weeks. Get those to the payees, and then we cannot do another, we're actually doing a public hearing, but we can't actually put another grant into sometime after March. We don't know when.
March-ish, it's delayed this year, so it's usually open now, but it's delayed.
Yeah. So whenever we're ready to put in another grant application, we will be ready as soon as it opens.
That's good. The Allegheny County Strategic Plan for Economic Development and the EDO.
The last meeting of the P&D committee, Ashley did a good job of presenting where she was, and she just sent that to me yesterday. I didn't have a chance to send it out, but I'll send out her slide deck, which shows how we're working together. So I will send that out to you.
It's good, and there's a lot of progress meter and everything for each director, so it's good.
How often does the EDO meet?
I can't tell you.
We meet for economic development every 2 weeks with them.
I meet with her every 2
Yeah,
weeks,
as a partnership, but I don't know.
With the volunteers?
not just with Ashley.
Just with Ashley. Okay.
And we meet, I meet with her once a month as well, so we're meeting quite often, so that's not a problem. But I don't know when, because now she's got approvals of doing everything with the EDO, I don't know when they're meeting, right? John, I think she's finally got final approval to be the director, is that correct?
Yeah, I think it's gonna finally happen.
Okay,
Nothing happens quick.
No.
No. Okay, the Gateway Center.
do you want to announce, I think it's already been announced, but do you want to discuss what the latest status is, Tim, of the Gateway Center?
Latest status that we have from our consultants with Delta is that the minibus agreement will be passed or voted on shortly. It was either yesterday or today in the House, and then the Senate will move it forward. I believe the vote is scheduled for that on Friday. As a result of that, the county or our project should be receiving about 1.25 million to finish the progress on the water line. That is obviously not public yet. That's rumored to be passed, but I'm sure there'll be an announcement that comes out. We were contacted by Senator Schumer's office saying that they had secured that money for us, but we know that was actually an allocation request that came through Representative Langworthy's office. So that is very positive. With the housing grant award that came through just before Christmas, we will be receiving $3 million to work on the sewer infrastructure to address the needs there at the Crossroads facility or the Gateway project. There is a meeting scheduled tomorrow in Hunts with Hunt Engineering to discuss the water and sewer district discussion and start to move that along. So everything is pointing very positive in that regard. I believe we have sufficient funds to move that water and sewer project. I mean, that pretty much takes care of the bulk of the infrastructure needs within that particular parcel of property.
I was pleased when we talked about that yesterday, that $3 million included both part of the plant as well as the line. So we'll be able to get the sewage to the treatment plant. So
Right.
that was what I was worried about. I'm glad that was in there. So, 'cause that's the one.
Yeah, it was both transmission and construction of the line. So, and then the county, obviously at the the S-Curves facility for the DPW site will be, part of that bond issue will be also to address that, their side of the construction costs for the treatment plant, the package plant.
Right.
Is there a timeline on that, Tim, and not the financial part, but the finishing of the project?
For
For the
Gateway,
construction?
The timeline for sewer and water.
sewer and water is gonna be approximately 2 years, I would believe, by the time we get everything bid and put out. So I think that would probably wrap up. DPW expects to be in there by 27. So that would take care of the package plant side of it. And then obviously our side would dovetail in with both the laying of the lines and the pumping station, the transmission piece of getting everything out of there from the gateway.
Okay, thank you. Any other questions about the gateway?
Where does this, or what impact will this have on the hotel developer?
Well, we've already got a letter to him, and the county's already given the letter that they would have that operational in 2 years. So that's the same timeline. So that works for the hotel developer. Is that what you're asking?
So, but as far as getting the commitment from.
I'm going to get the commitment. He wants, and I'll get it to the board, but he wants to have what the full package is as far as potential pilot and everything else. We talked to CBDG about getting other money, so we'll put that all in one letter. Then I think we're all set to get a commitment.
And will that, in that agreement, include the specifics of the proposed hotel?
It should, yes.
Like how many rooms? And
Well, the original, it's always been an 80-bed hotel. That was all, that's what all the studies showed, and that's what everything shows is an 80-bed. I can't imagine them doing much bigger than that.
Okay. Well, it's 80 more beds than we have now.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else on that, folks? Okay, clean energy projects. Let's talk about that.
The only thing I have under there is the West Chestnut project in Alfred should be closing every day, meaning that we're going to sign all the paperwork. I know it should have been, and then they'll be paying us and they'll be starting that project. I have nothing else on the Burns project. I know it's going forward, but they have not actually tried to close that project, but that's something that's coming in the near future. So, and we haven't gotten any more requests, obviously, because everything's been kind of, don't know what's going on as far as all the solar benefits at the state, at the federal level is not the state level. So,
Okay. How about the business park?
I have we met over the Christmas time, and the owner, we met with the potential companies coming in. I think they're at the point of having corporate approval to move, but I don't think they've not signed the actual contract. So hopefully we'll have that news soon here in January, because they were having the corporate approval to move. But it looks like they've got a lease that makes sense, and obviously there's things that the owner has to do, things they have to do, but they're still hoping to, I think, move sometime in the spring if that works out. I'll keep you informed if we get that closed.
Okay, good. And the EPA brownfield grant.
You want to update where we are on some of the phase ones?
Sure. So we have the phase ones are done in terms of the visual and photographic inspections of the two friendship projects that we were working at with the land bank. And they take about 2 to 3 weeks to actually produce a report. So we'll get those in the next 2 weeks or so, so we're a week or two ago. And then yesterday, prior to the public hearing, we actually went and attended it. The visual inspection and photographic inspection for Casey Deluxe in Sile. So we have 3 of the phase ones completed, and we'll expect reports to be coming in, like I said, in a 2 to 3 week time frame. That was really interesting. I mean, the phase 1 is the very low key piece of it. The phase 2 is where the bulk of that cost for the grant comes in, because that's an intrusive inspection, ground, soil, water, all that. And that remains to be seen whether the phase 1s will transition into a phase 2, whether it makes sense for the property, the owner, or whether we really think based on the phase 1, it's a good candidate for, putting a new developer in there. So that's really what will drive that. We're gonna have another meeting. We meet every 2 weeks. We'll have another meeting. The EPA has been showing up to most of our meetings, which is great, our EPA program manager, and she's been super helpful, and we will be identifying some more projects. Ashley Smith gave us a couple of good prospects at the last meeting, and we asked all of you as well, anybody, that's in this meeting, to let us know if you have any suggestions. I mean, clearly we're looking for priority sites that are good for redevelopment. Are they in an appropriate area? Do they have utilities, at least on some level, that could make them a good candidate for redevelopment? So if you have anything, please get them to us. HRP is doing a fantastic job putting that inventory together, but any help is great for us to be able to choose from places we think our money makes the most sense to put it in. So any questions about any of that
Who would you
work?
suggest I work with from the village, Randy? The mayor now? I mean, he's the best,
Yeah, Ed Foss would be
Ed
the
Foss.
best person.
because obviously what we're looking for are sites that are developable and not just working on sites that we don't think will have a developer for.
Yeah, he would be
Does he have a pretty good feel for some of the?
I think he does.
Okay, that's what I was asking. I'll connect with them because we have a site list, but it's not the site list. I'm worried about which of these sites do you think makes the most sense for the village, because obviously the potential for getting developers is probably, Wellsville is one of the best places to get people to move to.
And it is a focus area for our grant. It's
Yeah.
a stated focus area, so.
We obviously have some good sites in Cuba as well, so I mean, I don't think that's a problem because that's around I-86. So unfortunately, you're not on I-86 in Wellsville. Another whole long story,
Had
but
their chance.
had their chance.
100 years ago. That's what I hear.
That's what I keep hearing too.
One more. Okay, that takes care of the old business, I believe, unless
Yeah.
there's something else.
Well, the only one other thing I put in here for discussion purposes, I don't know if you want to discuss that now, I forgot to discuss this before, was the CP&L proposal. Not proposing that we agreed to the proposal, I'm asking if we could look at the phase 1, which is we have in our budget, which is doing the first part of the design phase. If we're not ready, we can do that the next meeting, that's fine too. But I would not propose that we sign off on everything, because all the contract documents and doing all the work really is dependent upon getting the money to actually do the project, the bigger project. This is really to facilitate and get us to design our office space primarily.
What's the cost of that phase, Craig?
The first phase is $50,000 we have in our budget this year.
John, your question?
Yeah, as long as that's still with us, what's the Wick's Law threshold? What's that mean?
The Wicks
I'm not-
law-
Wick's Law threshold of $500,000, that's not in there.
Okay,
Wicks law is something that came into play back, in response to a lawsuit, I think. In any event, what it basically says is you have to take all the HVAC stuff and bid it out individually. You have to bid the electric individually, you have to.
It's a pain in the butt, but they do it by individual.
Just for HVAC? or
That's for
everything?
HVAC stuff, okay? You have to bid that out individually if you're project passes the threshold,
What's
which
happening?
is, which is
500,000.
500,000.
Okay, never heard of it before.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Anybody who's looked at it.
And another thing on that.
Sure.
They say what they will do, but they got, who's gonna pay for the exclusions, or what's that? This is what CPL won't do, that is on the next page after that.
What was that?
Pages aren't numbered, sorry.
Sorry, that's fine.
It's like the second.
In the middle, it says exclusions in bold.
It's in the middle.
Well, if we did topographic, we don't need it over there. I mean, you can get those off. I can get those free.
Didn't CPL do that back right before I came on the board? We had a study done.
We have a study done, so, but what they're saying, if there's any other topographic investigation or surveys, they've already done geotechnical, we've already had that all done. Secret investigations would not be included besides what we've already done. What they're saying, if there's extra work, but we've already done.
We've already done it.
Yeah, we've done almost everything. And there shouldn't be any hazardous material sampling. And obviously, they're not gonna have a full-time person.
Right, so they're just covered.
They're covering their butt, but that first study included almost all of that. Yeah.
Right, okay, thank you.
And that would be if we actually did the whole proposal, and I'm not saying we do the whole proposal, I only want to do phase one at this stage. So if the board wants to, they could approve doing phase one today, or if you want to, we can go to whenever you're ready.
Are you looking for a motion?
I'm looking for a motion if you're comfortable doing phase one, we have it in the budget. So and it outlines what did we do the phase one, is working with the board to design basically our office space. The other space is pretty simple, it's an open-based space.
Multi-use.
Multi-use, so it's primarily our office space. I want to get a jump on it, because if we get the grant, we're ready to move, and if we don't get the grant, we're still ready to move for our office space.
And what is the board preference? We either need a motion, John?
What's the treasurer think? We have the.
We got the
I'll
money,
make the motion.
We know we
See if
got the
get
money.
Enough to go for it. I'll motion.
Yeah, I'll second.
Okay, all right, so, we have the funds to be able to.
we have the money, and it's in our budget, so.
Okay. Any other discussion about it, any questions? And of course, as we go into this phase, there'll be a lot of questions and
There'll be plenty of questions, because they'll be working with the board.
diagrams and
Yes.
all those things that are fun to deal with, so. Okay, so we have the motion, been seconded, any other discussion? Other than my rumblings. Okay, all in favor, please say aye. Aye.
Thank you.
Aye.
So I'll set up a meeting with whoever they're going to assign. I've been working with Rick Henry. I'll set up a meeting with the board, so we have that initial discussion. Kickoff meeting with the full board, I think would be good.
Okay.
Whoever that may be,
No. Yeah,
or whenever it may be.
That's more of a question.
whatever, whoever.
So, thank you. That's all I have.
Okay, all right. I don't think there's probably anything for the good of the order, so I think we're looking for a motion for adjournment at 11:03 or something like that.
I'll move.
Okay, thank you, John. Second, Doug, thank you.
You're pretty close. That's almost exactly right.
Okay,
That clock's right.
We had none on it last time.
okay, moved and seconded that we adjourn, all in favor? Aye.
Right.
We are adjourned. Thank you. Okay. Good meeting, we accomplished a lot.
Now we're on to the LDC.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Thank you. I'm gonna.
Okay, thanks, Tim. Appreciate it.
Tim.
Nobody,
Thank you.
Bye,
Thank
Tim. Have a good one.
Good to see you. Nice back.
Enjoy Albuquerque. That's what it looks like.
It does.
It does. So I said, are you really where it looks like you are?
He always has some random background.
Okay, LDC, we'll open that meeting. Approve the minutes. Any questions about the minutes? If not, we'll take a motion to approve those.
I'll move.
Thank you, John. I think I heard Randy second.
Second.
Excuse me.
All in favor? Right. Please say aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Okay, then we have,
I don't really have an executive
okay,
issue. The only thing I do have under the financial report, which we don't have any funds yet, is we have to, we should probably have an approval to build the IDA for that service agreement. So we'll start having a financial report.
okay,
So we have a financial administrative agreement with the IDA, and basically, we should bill them the $500,000. It's under that agreement.
we're billing the IDA.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And there was some discussion that would be put into a money market account, and so it would be bearing some interest.
We've
until
already
we loan
agreed
it
to
out.
open up the,
Yeah,
I've already had the agreement the last meeting to open up the bank
so
account.
that's ready to go.
So is there approval to bill for the administrative agreement?
Okay,
I mean, it's a big enough amount. I would like to have the board approve it rather than me just write an invoice for that amount.
thank you, Doug, our treasurer, thank you. Second, by,
Second.
thank you, Randy, okay. Moved and seconded that we.
We invoiced the
We invoiced.
for the administrative contract we have with the IDA.
Okay, okay, all in favor, please say aye.
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 Okay, we'll now have a new treasurer's report.
Yeah, we will next month. Next time we meet. The only other thing on the action item, we had a resolution regarding additional policies. We had one additional policy, and you want to discuss that, Ed?
So one of it would be allowing you guys to meet remotely like you do with the IDA. The only difference with all the other policies we provided to you, you can simply approve them. The state, when they adopted this remote policy procedures just after COVID, is they require you to hold a public hearing first. So I'm just asking the board to authorize scheduling a public hearing. And I think, Craig, you said we'd probably just schedule at the same time we do the UTEP, so we'd have.
That would make sense, so we can just do one meeting, yeah.
And then at the next board meeting in February, we can adopt this resolution to allow for remote attendance.
So in other words, the state put up another hurdle. If you have a remote policy, you have to do a public hearing.
Okay,
So is there a motion to be able to have a public hearing about the meeting policy?
So,
I'll second.
Thank you.
Randy and then.
Randy and I.
So much.
Okay. All in favor of having that policy?
Having a public hearing.
Oh,
For the public hearing,
yeah.
for the policy.
Policy for, yeah.
Aye.
Aye.
Okay.
And that's all we have with the LDC. Just for notification, we do have two applications that Mike will be reviewing and bringing to the board in the near future, so.
The first two loan applications are in.
And then Melissa's also done a press release, which is really from the IDA, but it's about the LDC, and that's in your package. And if I sent that out to you before.
Yeah, there's one minor edit left in there that we sent you before the second paragraph, it should say the creation of the ACLDC is a complement.
Yeah.
What it should say.
There was too many words in there. Didn't take them all out.
It will too comes out. So other than that, it should be, and so feel free to review it.
I sent it out to you before. It's in the package too, but it basically acknowledges that we have a new LDC that was formed by the county. And then there's a quote from
Judy on behalf of.
which you
the
can
board,
fix,
so.
but obviously.
Yeah, right.
You can feel free to change it however you please. It
And
was a
I've had
suggestion.
that reviewed by Dan and Ed only because we can't form it's formed by the county and it's something that we're working with the IDA and the LDC, so that's a different organization. The real reason to put it out is so that IDA and the LDC get press, but secondly, we have companies that may want to come to us about the low interest loans, as long as they're expanding or have some reason to increase their business operations. We would obviously look at their needs.
So as we usually do, if the board approves this, we'll send it out sometime
Yeah, we
next week.
don't want to send out press releases unless the board reviews.
Right, so we'll send it out once the board approves it, and then we'll put it up on social media once the local press picks it up.
My phone will start ringing off the hook.
Maybe.
Well,
Mine will.
it's got her name on it.
Yeah,
I know,
mine
that's
will.
good.
That's my expectation is mine may, every small business in the county, that's okay.
Okay, so we don't need to vote on this.
We do need to approve it.
You just need to approve it.
Approve
You aren't compelled.
You're not compelled to approve it. I just want, it's really for information, but I want to make sure you've seen it before we send it out.
And I think it's good that we're at the point where we can have some press releases
Right.
and get the word out and get some publicity and things like that.
So if there's anything that you
No,
see in there,
we're
Doug, that we need to fix, let us know.
Well, I just want to make sure that what Melissa was talking about, in that second paragraph where it says this, but they put the LDC in a position, the word it, is that what you were talking about?
No, it's the first line, the creation of the ACLDC
Well,
is a compliment.
The
But what are you talking about?
sentence I'm talking
Oh,
about.
it, I got you, there's an it, and
Another
that's
it.
also out of the second
Yeah,
review,
that's
so
gotta
in a
go out.
position to serve, you're correct.
It's a compliment. There's other words missing there?
Will to come out, that's it, no, and
Well,
then
two's out.
Doug's saying in the fifth line, it should say LDC, put the LDC in a position.
They
to
don't have
serve.
that, the copy they have it already has the will out.
That's not mine, is it?
No.
You printed the old one?
No, it's fine,
I don't think so.
we got the old one.
Oh,
So would you just read that sentence the way it's supposed to be?
so I fixed it.
The creation of, this whole paragraph is, the creation of the ACLDC is a compliment, oh, there's another two missing there,
Yeah.
you're correct, Judy, that's what you're asking.
Yeah.
Is a compliment to the hard work of Executive Director Craig Clark and the Board of Directors. Over the past 8 years, their strategic management has ensured blah, 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 until you get to, this effort has put the LDC in a position to serve as a strategic financial partner. And I'll triple check this before it goes anywhere for sure. The English degree from St. Bonaventure will be retracted if I put it out this way, so we don't want that to happen.
No, we don't.
They'll take it back.
Yeah, if we're gonna do.
Yes.
we want to
And,
fix that.
and are you and the board okay with this quote? That third paragraph there? I'd like the board to feel on board with that, or make any comments you so choose. And then there's another word missing. It should be with the Allegheny County formed ACLDC.
I'm okay with that.
If you're all right with the context, we'll send out a final copy with all edits.
Okay.
You guys good with that? Rich, you good?
Yes.
Johnny, you ready?
Yep, good.
Randy, is good. Me too, Randy. Yeah. Okay, all right, good. We're good with that then.
Okay, great, thank you.
Thank you for doing that.
Okay.
Okay, anything else?
That's it.
Okay, let's move to adjourn then, get a motion.
I'll move.
Thank you, John, seconded by Doug, made a noise.
Doug coughed.
Volunteered so much today.
Thank you, all in favor, aye. Okay, we are adjourned.
Last one is the CRC meeting.
Okay, no Oakley meeting?
No, I mean the last public meeting.
Yeah.
I'll check with Oakley.
Okay. Resource meeting.
Well, we're between meetings. I checked my emails, and it looks like, Bob, if it helps you, back on 9/12, we approved the motion to allow the wind project to pay on installments.
Right.
We had nice bold letters that we made the motion. So I don't believe we ever received a copy of that agreement. I'm looking for it right now. But you probably have it, and it's probably around September 12th of 24,
Okay,
if that helps you.
that's about when I did the
And then we'll be able
invoice.
to see if there's a late fee, you know?
We're on it. Thanks, Rich.
Because they were late on the initial payment too by a month or two, they said they'd give it. I kept asking, I remember. So, yeah, I mean, hey, they're holding our million plus, you take the interest.
I was gonna say, they're making interest on what they can.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, capital resource meeting. I'll call that meeting to order. Take a look at the minutes, and we'll need a motion to approve them. That meeting was June 12th. That was one.
Yeah, we don't do those too often.
No.
Usually only once a year, to be honest with you.
I was for the same reason.
Yeah.
Roll the CD over.
And that's the reason of this meeting, is to roll the CD over
Is
again.
that right?
Just for to roll the CD over.
Okay. Okay, now we,
Or you need a motion on the minutes, right?
yes,
Yeah, I'll make that.
thank you, Doug. Second by John, thank you very much. Okay, moved and seconded that we approve the minutes, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Okay.
Aye.
Thank you, Rich. Okay, the next order of business is the treasurer's report.
This will take us a while.
Yeah.
There you go, you're seeing it.
Nice.
There's more information on the second page than there is on the first page,
Yeah.
about who it is and all of that stuff, so.
And also just a note to the board that we removed all of these from the public board package per the recommendation of, was it you, Ed, I think, maybe?
Yeah.
So Ed recommended because it's not required by FOIL and it has our bank account numbers, and with the proliferation of fraud against bank accounts and things like that, we removed anything with a full account number or even that information from the public package, which we will do going forward. I might have to go back and do it for a couple of older ones too, but just to be on the safe side. So it was a great recommendation by Ed, thank you. And I did double check with the ABO on paper, and we do not need to post our bank statements, so those came off.
I was gonna say, should this even have all of the complete information on it that's coming to us at this meeting?
I think it's fine for you, ACIDA, you're not making it public, we don't publicize it, so when we're putting the board package online or publicizing it, those are removed. But that's up to, that's a great question, I mean,
What's
that's up.
Well, I'm just saying, we have we were talking about it earlier.
Right.
There's some issues with confidentiality, right?
We just
So,
use the last.
We just want to make sure
Make
that we don't need that. All you need is a summary piece, which is
yeah,
how much
I-
interest.
you know, or take some numbers out or something.
we will do that.
We can have the
Yep.
complete stuff here.
Yep.
Okay,
You can always send, if a board member wants to see the bank statements, you can send them by a secure link
Right.
or a secure
Encrypted
email,
Right.
Yeah,
or they come in and take a look. So,
Right.
Mhm.
because the board should have access to those bank statements.
Right.
Just saying that the public should have access to them.
and so while you were out, I was just saying. we had
Basically,
removed
the
those.
account number part needs to go off. Everything else is fine.
We just removed the bank statement from the
Right.
board package.
Correct. With the routing numbers, yes.
Exactly.
okay, so I think we have a motion on the table to approve this, the report,
Yeah, basically to approve rolling over
Yeah.
the CD again.
or we've already made the motion, right? Or we haven't?
No, I think it's.
No, we
I got you.
I'll make it.
See, we really have to count the number of motions that we have.
Who does what? Who-
Okay, we need a motion then, folks. Thank you, Don.
Second.
Okay, moved and seconded that we approve the treasurer's report for the CRC. We'll take a vote on that, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Thank you, that is approved. Okay. Action items, resolution on the new CD.
That's all. We just did that.
No, we just did the treasurer's report.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, the
Yeah.
action item is basically to roll over that CD, yes.
Okay, we need a motion on that.
I'll make that motion.
Thank you, Doug. Second by John.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, moved and seconded that we approve the resolution on the new CD. And do we need a recap of that? What's gonna happen? Or you can share that with us?
It's just a 6-month CD. We'll roll it over and we'll let you know what the rate is, but
I think that's good because this is a separate meeting.
yes,
before, so.
correct.
Okay, so, any discussion on that? If not, we will take a vote. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Thank you very much. Okay, that is approved. Is there any old business? How about new business? No? Okay. Nothing for the good of the order, I imagine, so, we will take a motion for adjournment, but do we need to set another meeting date for this?
No, we call them when we need them, and obviously there's two reasons that the CRC meets primarily if we're doing something financially, which would include having someone wanting to do a bond, but I have no request in the near future, so it'll probably be another 6 months.
Okay, we'll take a motion for adjournment then. How about
So
me?
moved.
Thank you, okay.
Randy comes in.
And Doug, okay, thank you. Moved and seconded, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
We are adjourned for that meeting.